Joining me now is a man that I made a case should have been a Hart Trophy finalist, and while I may have come short on the lobbying, he's still tied for second in the league in scoring, 115 points, 90 even strength points, 12 more than anyone else in the league, most since Jaromir Jagr in 1996, and because of it, the most sought-after free agent in the land. And he also made a little news a couple days ago by signing with the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's Johnny Gaudreau. Hey, Johnny, I know the last couple of days have been very busy. Appreciate you doing this with us.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to have. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. So let's start with Columbus. Outside a couple of dollars, and I understand those things are important, why were the Blue Jackets the right fit for you and your family?
Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of research, and I was talking to, some past players on the team, and I just heard so many great things about Columbus, and it was a place that that me and my wife kind of thought it was a kind of a perfect fit for us, to be honest with you.
It surprised a lot of hockey fans. Did it surprise you that it was this and this quick?
Yeah, I was just a little surprised. I thought I would go a little bit later and maybe into the next day, into today, without signing. And, Columbus called, and a few other teams were picking, kind of checking me out a little bit, I guess, as you would say. And, I think, Columbus was just, a really good option for me. They expressed how much, how good of a player I was. They talked me up a little bit, but it just felt like a good spot for me.
I know Jarmo Kekalainen has been on the show a wee bit, and as a guy that covered Raptors basketball for a while, I understand when he says we can finally get rid of that BS, and he didn't use the term BS, he used the real world, about somehow this is a bad destination or a bad city or whatever. Do you think that you can help change that idea now that you're there in Columbus?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, we can kind of change that narrative. We can get, players kind of attract them to come here. I was leaving Columbus yesterday, and I was texting, a close friend, Cam Atkinson, yesterday, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in Columbus right now at my house. Come over, stop by." So we swung over, and he was like, "Wow, you're gonna love this place. It's a really cool city. It's a hidden gem." That's what I kept hearing from a lot of people in Columbus. So that just got me super excited as well.
I've heard that as well. It is a hidden gem. Now, I know that folks thought family reasons meant Philly or Jersey. How close was that decision?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little open to a lot of things, but I think for me and my wife, we kind of came down. I think Columbus was a really good fit for us because we're not too close to home where we can kind of do our own thing and, have our own little family. But, we're close enough, an hour flight for, family to come visit whenever they want. Or when I'm on the road, my wife can go home and bring the kid and go home and spend time with her family or my family. It was just, it was close enough, but not too close.
I know that you and your wife are about to have your first child, and congrats on that. We'll give you the Tim and Friends horns. That's big things, as we say here in Toronto. But going into the process, did you think that would mean closer to home than Columbus? Because that's a lot of people were like, well, Columbus isn't that close, and I know that you kind of referenced it in your last answer. But did you think going into the process that closer to home with the baby coming would be closer than Columbus?
Yeah. I mean, there were a few options, obviously. With there's a lot of teams on the East Coast that are relatively like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where I grew up. So there were a lot closer options. But, sometimes I was talking to a lot of players, sometimes too close to home, sometimes not the greatest. And, we kind of talked as a family, and we were like, this is a good spot. It's not too close, but it's close enough. And it's a lot closer than where I played for the past, 9-10 years in my career.
Understood. Especially as someone working in Toronto, I understand that too close to home can be too close to home. Speaking of family, that shot of you embracing Sean Monahan after Game 7 in the tunnel against Dallas was something out of a movie. And I know you just went to his wedding, and a lot of the boys were there. Have you talked to your now former teammates since you made the decision?
Yeah, I have. He's actually on his honeymoon. He's sending me a bunch of Snapchats of him in the pool, just relaxing. But he's such a close friend of mine. We basically were part of Calgary for the past 9 years together, and we live right down the road from each other. I mean, I bought a golden doodle because he bought a golden doodle. We proposed to our wives a day before each other. One day was her, and the next day was mine. I mean, it's hard not to have a relationship with him because he's such a good person. He's just a really genuine good person, and one of my really, really close friends that I have in the hockey world.
Did you know it was professionally a goodbye at the wedding?
Honestly, no, I did not. It was hard. I was confused for a while there. It took me to pretty much the night before free agency. I mean, that picture right there, going back and seeing all my teammates, it made it really difficult to follow through with this decision because, I did just see all those guys and I did just spend 2 or 3 nights with them. And it was hard. It was really hard. I was confused, and it took me until Tuesday night to try to figure out, I was going to go to free agency.
Can you describe the defining moment in that process, or is that too much to ask?
No, I mean, it was emotional. It was difficult. I sat there with my mom and my wife, and it was pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I got drafted in 2010 there. I've been a part of this organization for 12 years, and I mean, I was just a 20-year-old kid playing my first season in NHL in Calgary, and leaving now. I'm married and have a kid on the way, and it kind of just molded me into who I am today. And Calgary was so great to me, and I have such good memories, and not just from people around the rink, but from around the entire city. Restaurant owners, place to get my hair cut. I mean, the guy who makes my suits. I mean, just so close with everyone. It was a really difficult decision.
It's Stampede time in Calgary right now. In fact, it's on Sportsnet right now. And I think you've ridden in the parade. I've heard through the grapevine that your parents are basically celebrities in Cowtown. Like, how will you remember your time in Calgary?
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I brought my dad to the Stampede one time, and he got to ride in the parade with us. And I'm pretty sure I heard more Gaudreau chants than I did my own name. And that's just the way they just accepted my entire family, from my uncles and my brother to my sisters on Twitter, everything. They were just so warm, welcoming, and it was my second home for sure. And that's what made this decision so difficult, but it was a special place in my heart, and I always remember my time in Calgary, and I don't remember any of the bad times because there were none.
I know it's tough to sit at a podium and answer questions. I do it every day. Jesse asks me questions and I have to answer them. But that press conference yesterday didn't go over all that well with some in Calgary. And I don't know if you've heard this, but I think the line was, it was best for us not to go back to Calgary. Hit hard. Do you understand why some folks in Calgary are upset and really upset today?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, yesterday I didn't want to talk about Calgary. I wanted to focus on Columbus because I am gonna do something for Calgary, and I have my own little thing happening here to just thank Calgary for everything that's gone through it. But it kind of just caught me off guard with that question, and I just wanted to focus on Columbus. And if I hurt anyone's feelings, or I didn't mean it by that at all, but I kind of had my own idea of what I was going to do to thank Calgary and everyone, and how special it was to me. And hopefully when they do see it, they realize I had the best intentions, and I hope I didn't, kind of upset anyone.
I can see how emotional you are about the move. Was there something specific that you couldn't see yourself going back to in Calgary?
Pardon?
Was there something specific that you couldn't see yourself going back to in Calgary?
Couldn't see myself going back to. I mean, no. It was a hard decision. I mean, yeah. I loved every part of my time in Calgary. I think it was just, it was time for a change for me and my wife, and we wanted to be a little bit closer to our family and play on the Eastern Conference and kind of venture out a little bit. I guess I don't know if that's the right answer, but I mean, like I said, I can't even talk right now because it was such a hard decision, and yeah.
And I understand it. And listen, I'm just trying to ask questions that folks on Twitter are asking me to get from you because we're on in Calgary, and I understand it's not an easy spot to be in. What would you say then, simply this way, to Flames fans who are upset that you took less money to go to a team that they feel is behind the one that you just left? You know, a division winner, your line was almost the best line in hockey. You were pretty damn close to, you know, a Hart Trophy finalist. What would you just say to the fans who are a little bit upset that you've left, and maybe you will say it in what you're describing here in the near future?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a business, and it's a hard decision for me to make. You know, I sat with this decision for a month, you know, trying to figure out what I was going to do, and it was probably one of the hardest things I've had to do in my life. But like I said, you know, when I came in as a 20-year-old, and then, you know, coming up and 28 years old now, and you know, getting towards the end of my career, not quite yet, but hopefully I can go a little longer. But I just thought it was best for me to be closer to some family, and I know it's hard for people to understand that, because it's not right inside Philadelphia or in New Jersey or on the island or somewhere like that. But me and my wife, we talked about it a lot, and we really thought Columbus was a really good spot for us. And it's hard. It's really, really hard.
So folks should keep their eye out for something coming from Johnny Gaudreau soon in the Calgary.
Yeah, I have. I just want to have something coming out for them, just to thank everyone. But like I said, it was difficult to kind of the past few days, for sure.
Hey, listen, Jesse and I had this conversation for a while. Sometimes you have to do what's right for you and yours. We all do. As I said, I'm a fan of your game. I said as much last year, and I wish you and the family the absolute best moving forward, especially in the next couple of months with Meredith especially. Thanks so much for doing this and answering some of the questions that fans in Calgary were begging me to ask.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, be well.